welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The Buffaloes will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffaloes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and made. And now this offense will take the field again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Looking to throw. Coming after him. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Works the middle of the field. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Good enough for a first down.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
the incompletion brings up a second down. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Quick strike complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes! To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Snares it outside. It's Young. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Defense going all in to stop the run. They'll try to power it in. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To the air, it's Sanders. He's got his man. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. So
the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. It's complete on the right side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. He'll keep it himself. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Handoff to the single running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, marching down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking for room. It's Hayden. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Grab behind the line. It's Horn. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
He's brought down at the 25-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sanders. Gets away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. You saw the velocity, the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
And now on second down for this offense. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
At the 38. Good enough for a first down.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Sanders. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. They'll try to get it through the air. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Shoots it to the left. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Offense getting set for first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Second down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's Sanders. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here.